Watch GOP candidate Nikki Haley in exclusive town hall. GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley will sit with Fox News co-moderators Bret, Baier, and MacCallum in Iowa on Monday evening. Haley rips efforts to keep Trump off ballot, says she'll beat him fair and square. Nikki Haley ripped the multiple legal efforts in a number of states across the country, trying to prevent former President Donald Trump from appearing on primary ballots this year. No, he shouldn't be taken off the ballot, and the Supreme Court needs to rule quickly before other states start to do this, Haley said when asked whether Trump should be taken off the ballot. This is one of those don't open a door if you don't want to see what happens. This is a door we don't need to open. I will defeat President Trump fair and square, Haley said. She added that if states could do that to Trump, then they would do it to someone else in the future. Haley hits Biden in response to question about term limits in Congress. Former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley took aim at President Biden while discussing her desire to bring term limits to Congress and outlining her plan to make that happen. Not only do I want to see term limits, I want to see mental competency tests for anyone over the age of 75, Haley told a member of the audience at her Fox News town hall in Iowa on Monday night. And I'm not being disrespectful when I say that. We all know people over 75 that would run circles around us. Senator Grassley is a perfect example of that. But then we know Joe Biden, and right now, Congress has become the most privileged nursing home in the country. Haley continued, "These are people making decisions on our national security. These are people making decisions on the future of our economy. We need to know they're at the top of their game. And yes, I'm strong advocate for term limits the way we would deal with that. No, Congress isn't going to vote on it, so we're going to build them up to it. I will have a Haley term limits pledge that everyone needs to sign when they decide to run for office, incumbent or otherwise, and we will find out where they are on term limits." Haley said that once those pledges are signed, she will give that information to the American people so that they can ask that elected official about it, and you know where they stand. And then when we get enough term limit pledges into Congress, that's when we will go and vote on it to make sure that we get term limits back in D.C. We will do it from the outside in rather than the inside out. Haley on abortion. The only way a federal ban will pass is if you have a majority. Regarding the topic of abortion and abortion bans, Haley told viewers, the only way a federal ban will pass is if you have a majority, the House, 60 Senate votes, and a signature of a president. We haven't had 60 senators in over 100 years. We may have 45 pro-life senators. She added, our overall goal should be, how do we save as many babies as possible and support as moms as possible? I think we'll find consensus that doctors and nurses who don't believe in abortion shouldn't have to perform them, Haley said of finding consensus on abortion on a federal level. I think we'll find consensus on the fact that contraception should be accessible. And I think we'll find consensus that no state law should say to a woman that gets an abortion that she's going to jail or getting the death penalty. That's where we will find consensus. During the first GOP presidential debate in late August, Haley was the only candidate to call out the media, who are frequently the target of criticism by prominent Republicans. On the subject of abortion, she put a spotlight on how the Democratic ticket members haven't commented on where they draw the line when it comes to abortion limits, if at all. Following the first GOP debate, Haley also told Fox News anchor Sean Hannity, in regards to abortion, let's humanize the issue. I think we are all pro-life, but what I would love is for someone to ask Biden and Kamala Harris, are they for 38 weeks? Are they for 39 weeks? Or are they for 40 weeks? That is what the media needs to be asking, Haley said from the debate stage. In late May, Haley told an audience at St. Anselm College, I can't suddenly change my pro-life position because I'm campaigning in New Hampshire, Haley said. It's incredibly personal, and I'm going to treat it with the respect it deserves.